The daughter of a healer. Nnenna was born under the full moon in Umuleki, a small but spiritually rich village tucked between 3 hills and a sacred river. Her mother, Mama Ifeoma, was the village healer, known across towns for her wisdom, her bitter but potent herbs, and the strange way her chants calmed even the most restless spirits. After Mama Ifeoma died, the mantle of healing passed to Nnenna. She was only 19, unsure, grieving but willing. With her soft voice, patient hands, and a gift for mixing the right roots at the right time, she soon became respected by all. She didn't have many friends, but everyone trusted her. By 24, Nnenna had become a pillar in the village. People brought their children to her when they fell ill, and wives came for fertility herbs. Even men who secretly believed in city medicine would sneak to her hut at night, ashamed but desperate. Despite her quiet life, Nnenna harbored a sadness, a loneliness no one saw. After her mother died, she lived alone in their thatched hut beside the ube tree, her only company being her cat, Nnenna, and the humming of birds in the morning. She wanted more, not riches but companionship, someone who saw her, not just her remedies. She didn't know that longing would open the door to a mistake. It was the middle of the dry season, and harmattan winds blew thick red dust across the village paths. One afternoon, Nnenna was grinding agua seeds when she heard a scream from the village square. She dropped her calabash and ran. There, in the middle of the square, a young man lay writhing on the ground. His shirt was torn, his face covered in sweat, eyes wild. He looked barely alive. People stood around him, hesitant. "He just ran into the village from the bush," someone whispered. "He's possessed," another added. But Nnenna stepped forward. Her heart pounded, not with fear but compassion. "Let me help him," she said. "No," said the chief priest. "He may be cursed." But Nnenna insisted. "If he dies, the curse will be worse. Let me do what my mother taught me." Against the wishes of the elders, she lifted the stranger with the help of one young boy, Chima, and took him into her hut. The boy's fever was high. He mumbled in his sleep, "Run, blood, they're coming." Nnenna crushed leaves. She bathed him in cool water. Day turned into night. Night into 3 nights. Then a week. The fever broke. When he opened his eyes, his voice cracked. "Where am I?" "You are safe," Nnenna said. "This is Umuleki. You are in my hut." His name, he said, was Jonah. He claimed he had run from ritualists in a neighboring town. He said he saw his best friend slaughtered and fled for his life. Nnenna believed him. She fed him. She listened to his stories. She found herself laughing for the first time in years. Then one evening, after he helped her sweep the compound, he looked into her eyes and said, "You're the kindest person I've ever met." Nnenna turned away, but her cheeks burned. She was falling for him, not blindly but gently. Felt good. On the 12th day, Jonah disappeared. Just like that. Nnenna woke up and found his mat empty. The calabash of water untouched. His wrapper folded. She searched the bushes. She ran to the square. She asked passers-by. Nothing. Later that same day, the entire village was thrown into uproar. The sacred staff from the shrine, Opa Amadioha, had been stolen. That night, a hut belonging to one of the royal guards caught fire. Then someone screamed, "The women's contribution money is gone." All eyes turned to Nnenna. "You brought him!" Mama Uju shouted, her wrapper tight around her waist. "He stayed in your hut," added Dyke, the palm wine tapper. "Where is he now?" the chief priest roared. "I don't know," Nnenna cried, trembling. "He just left. I was trying to help him." They didn't believe her. Whispers spread like fire. Maybe she was part of it. She used her herbs to deceive us. She has always lived alone. That's suspicious. The same people who once lined up at her door now pointed fingers at her hut. Children began throwing stones at her cat. The chief summoned her and declared, "Until the stolen items are found, you are banished from offering herbs. You are hereby cursed to silence until the gods speak." Nnenna collapsed to the ground in tears. That night she had a dream. Her mother stood beneath the moonlight, near River Obara. "My daughter," Mama Ifeoma said, her voice gentle. "When the world blinds itself, it is not your tears that clear its eyes but the truth. Go to the river. Follow the whisper of the trees." She woke up with her mother's voice echoing in her soul. She rose before dawn and walked barefoot to the river, her scarf tied tightly around her head. There, by the riverbank, she saw a torn piece of cloth, the same one Jonah had worn. She followed broken branches, markings on trees, and faint footprints to a hidden corner of the forest. There, behind a rock, she found a shrine built of mud and palm fronds. Inside was a sack. She opened it. Inside, the sacred staff, the royal bracelet, a bag of cowries, and an ID card. Jonah's face. But the name read, Ikenna Okoro, a wanted fraudster from Owerri. There were newspaper clippings in the sack. Crimes, theft, rituals. He had played her. Nnenna gasped and wept. But her tears this time were not of sorrow. They were of power. The next market day, Nnenna stormed into the village square. Dust clung to her wrapper. Her hands shook with the items in her basket. "I have proof," she said. People gathered. The chief priest was called. The elders assembled. She laid it all bare. When they saw Jonah's face and the items, a murmur swept the square. The priest tossed his cowries. The gods confirmed it. She was innocent. There was silence. Then guilt. The same mouths that accused her were now silent. Some knelt. Others wept. But Nnenna simply said, "I will not curse you. The gods already know who spoke falsely." From that day, Nnenna returned to her hut. The villagers offered gifts. Apologies, wrappers, livestock. She refused most. She still healed, but only those who came with humility. She no longer danced at festivals. She no longer laughed so freely. Children were told the story of the healer who helped a stranger, and was almost destroyed. Mothers warned their daughters, "Kindness is good, but be watchful." Nnenna's life returned to silence. But her name became a lesson. All it took was one mistake. A mistake made from love, from trust, from compassion. But in a world that judges quickly, she bore the weight of an entire village's fear. She was never truly the same again. But she survived. And in survival she became even wiser. So when next you walk past the ube tree and see a quiet woman in a yellow scarf tending to herbs, bow your head. Because she is Nnenna, the girl who made one mistake, but taught the whole village to never judge too fast. Speaking head, this is the gracious voice. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe, like, and comment below. Let's keep African stories alive together. Red Heart.